The NA Spice conference is modeled after the VDA CIS conference in Berlin. Very prestigious, and all over the world, people try to get presentations and get picked for the VDA CIS. So the people who run VDA CIS, of course, is the VDA and Intax, who has all the certifications for ASPICE. Both of them were in favor of a North American conference. That set everything in motion, highly encouraging. North America has been a major player in automotive innovation. A lot of development happening here, but we have lacked a dedicated forum to, talk about ASPICE and to talk about the integration ASPICE needs to have and the innovation it needs to have. So the timing was right. The OEMs and suppliers who are facing increasing pressure to this new PAM 4.0 ASPICE standard that's coming along, and also integration with functional safety and cybersecurity. So this inaugural conference is our answer to connect, learn, and lead together in North America. This event is built on North America's unique challenges and strengths. The event is being held, the NA Spice event that is being held in Novi, Michigan, and there's tremendous amount of software development and automotive development happening within a 100-mile radius. So no wonder we were able to bring together suppliers, OEMs, assessors, and tool providers, not just to present, but to collaborate. So what can we expect? We can expect deep dives into the integration, real-world case studies, and a very, very strong emphasis in networking and collaboration. In fact, all the way through the conference, we have built lots of opportunities for people to work together. In our thoughts and minds, it's not just a conference, it's the beginning of a movement. We hope that this NA Spice conference will be a place where ideas are born, partnerships are forged, and standards are elevated and created. It's a great opportunity for the OEMs to bring together all their suppliers, and not just their tier ones, but tier twos and tier threes. And it will definitely help them lead globally, we hope, in ASPICE, safety, and cybersecurity. If we have done that, and if we have given them this avenue, we have done much more than hosting a conference. We hope it's a legacy for excellence. As these standards are coming out today, and we see what companies are doing with it, they're implementing it as standalone systems. Sometimes redundant work products, sometimes redundant processes. It's supposed to integrate into one new product development process. What do we know? Software development needs to be safe, secure, process-driven, and fit into the organization's new product development. At Omnex, we have worked with new product development since 1995. So today's new product development process that everybody practices in the industry, would you believe we have helped implement over several hundred of them to all the key tier ones today. So when we see ASPICE coming along, when we see cybersecurity coming along, and we see functional safety coming along, we intuitively understand how it needs to integrate with this overall new product development process. By the way, we developed those painstakingly, to produce zero defects. What has happened? Well, the product has moved from mechanical to electric and autonomous. What does that mean? It means a tremendous amount of software and hardware, electronics, has come into the product. Safety is a big deal because of batteries. And then, of course, the product, which is a vehicle, is connected. Soon as it's so connected, there's a lot of opportunity for cybersecurity issues. So that's what these standards, mean. And what we have to do is not implement them in silos, but implement them in this overall new product development process. And all these standards, well, they need to work seamlessly to produce this one product with one process. So it's not just about compliance, it's about building resilient, integrated new product development systems that meet global expectations. We see a great need for increased competency inside organizations for ASPICE, functional safety, and product cybersecurity. So we need to bring up the competency of assessors and auditors. While we do that, we also need to make sure we start integrating some of these audits because there's an opportunity to save a tremendous amount of time. But folks, at Omnex, we've been doing integrations for a very, very long time of various standards. You cannot do an integrated audit of a quality management system that's fragmented into silos. So number one, the QMS, we'd like to work with organizations integrating their QMS, the functional safety management system, and product cybersecurity. And by the way, when I talk about QMS, I'm talking about IATF 16949. I am surprised how inside organizations, the people who do IATF don't know ASPICE. ASPICE doesn't know IATF, and I can go on. Nobody understands each other's standards. So an organization like Omnex that has individuals at competency in all 4 areas. What are these 4 areas? IATF 16949, ASPICE, functional safety, and product cybersecurity. Somebody who knows all 4 of those are priceless. So we want to use that knowledge to help share that with the assessors and auditors and implementers and keepers of quality management systems, functional safety management systems, product cybersecurity, and so on. And I would be remiss not to mention a lot of what we're going to be doing in the future will be AI-based. So at Omnex, the entire assessment today, as we implement with tier ones, is done through ASPICE OBOT. And we are right now working with our partners, which are the large tier ones, in creating both a ASPICE, functional safety, and product cybersecurity OBOT to assess a project. So we're in wonderful, wonderful times. There's all kinds of technology, and it's an exciting time to be where we are.